Hello. So here's another episode of Inside a Black Box. It's a series that I'm trying out that is kind of geared around creative process and writing and problem solving and recording and stuff that I encounter when I'm trying to make music. Maybe it'll uncover some things about my own process that will help me. So today I thought that I would have a go at just leave this running and try and record an idea from scratch and see how I put that together. Maybe we'll see an idea made, or maybe we'll see nothing get made. I'm just gonna go about it in a way that I normally do, which is playing around with chords, generally on a guitar, and then adding some melody, and then maybe adding a few other elements in on the computer after recording it. Alright, I'm just gonna start doing stuff. So I've been liking tuning this a tone lower. I haven't just did it recently. I think I just like the way that it sounds now. The strings feel a bit looser, so I feel like I play a bit differently or something. Take these gloves off, unfortunately. It's really cold today. It's not what you wanted, I can see it sometimes. We don't get it like it can be this open. I'm just singing gibberish just so you know they're not real words. Or they're words, but they're not any sentences yet. But maybe they'll form some lyrics later. I normally end up doing it like this, and then some phrases that I say, which are kind of just at random, will become the lyrical premise of that idea. So yeah, maybe there'll be something in here. I don't want to open. It's not what I want. We can't be so open. I was what again? Am I not what you're seeing? Am I not what you wanted? Am I not where you're at yet? Am I not where you've gone? I like that. I feel like I get stuck going to two different chunks of ideas, and I'll feel like I need to have inject a third element to it, like more chords, but then I get too stuck with like all the chords. So maybe I should just try and stick with this kind of these two things for now and record them, and then maybe another section will come out of it, because often I sit here and try and nut out an extra bit, because I'm like, well, you need 3 elements, can't just be 2. I don't know why I think that, but yeah. Maybe there is a third bit. What you see honest it's a little tag, I guess, on the end of the chorus. It's always the last little nugget that isn't even, the bulk of the song that takes the longest little bit of time. Trying to get somewhere else with it, but alright, I'm gonna record that for now. I reckon it's got the 3 bits. I'm not entirely sold on the third little nugget of it, but maybe I'll just let's just give it a whirl, hey? All right. So generally, I make a couple of preset sounds and EQ settings and instruments that I may use when I just want to get an idea down. So I've started kind of accumulating them. So yeah, I normally just like have an effect rack folder, and it's got a few things like bass, slightly crunchy, guitar, stereo, overdriven, spring, music master, vocal demos, old acoustic, old warble. Sometimes if I'm recording a song and then I find a good sound that I think would translate to other songs, at least just as a bass line, I'll save it as a preset, and then so yeah, the acoustic old warble was one that I was doing a bit ago. So maybe I can use that. Put headphones on so I can hear what I'm doing. Get out of the habit of labeling stuff. Instead of audio track 50 million. That's loud. Turn this thing down. Yeah, we'll get a click going. A bit better faster? Is it maybe a bit faster? 135. Bit fast. Bit optimistic. Alright, I'm just gonna get some kind of a takedown. Make sure I get that other bit. Alright, I'll just give it a go. Try and play through a form. I kind of just do this on the fly sometimes and just end up cutting it up later. Classic, just went to another section while I was recording it. Maybe it'll be good. I always do that. I always second guess myself and I'm like, nah, it's not enough, gotta like add this extra bit into it. That's funny. Anyway, alright, so I stuffed up, so good. Let's just edit that bit in. So yeah, there's enough material in there to like, I guess then play around with in sections. I may not end up using all of it, but alright. Now I could do vocals now because I know what I'm kind of doing. I was gonna maybe do drums, but then I'd be probably trying to come up with a drum idea. Sorry, I muted myself. I'm not what you see at heart. Too much compression. Am I not where you are yet? Am I not what you wanna? It's a bit pretty whiny fake lyrics at the moment. Oh well. I'll make them less whiny. It held something close now. We don't need to know it. It's all getting later. Am I not what you're seeing? Am I not where you're at yet? What's the end bit? I feel like I could do the end bit again. Something like that. Okay, that'll do. So I feel like it kind of comes and goes quite quickly, and I'll need to do something with the form later that makes it feel more like a song. But I think it's nice just throwing down a mock form for now. Okay, drums. I have a bunch of preset drum sounds that I recorded when I was recording my last album, and I kind of sampled each drum individually and then made a bunch of like kind of demo kits out of them to make other ideas with. So I've got a few of them now that I can just play in, which is cool. I end up playing a lot with this because I'm like, oh, it's too simple. It needs to be subtly interesting, but slightly different. I think I'll be happy with that. I think it just informs the bass line a lot more for me as well. It gives me an idea of what to play with that. Move that snare, please. So I kind of just go through it bar by bar. I've only started doing this recently, actually, grading in Ableton. I used to do it in a drum sequencer in Reason called Redrum, and that was cool because you could just play the sequence and keep it going and stuff with bits. But I found that like doing it in the MIDI arrange view in Ableton means that my patterns don't stay exactly the same for ages, and they're a little bit more intricate, like a real drummer, because I can't drum. That's the thing. Yet. But I got a MIDI drum kit, so I'm learning. Okay, getting stuck in the loop. Let's make a loop out of these drums so I can drag them, and let's do some bass. I always like doing bass. Bass is the funnest part for me, I reckon. But it also can be the hardest because it's important. There it is. I've been liking the VCA 65 compressor on it. Give me that bass amp tone. Not quite sure what it's doing, but I think I like it. So we're in D. No, we're not. C. B flat. Second thing because I'm throwing myself. Wishing it was longer, hope that we alone. Just chill. Might just do one more and see how I go. It's hard having no dots on anything. I just had to take off all the tape that marked where it was because it was getting really gross. I hope this has been maybe interesting. We'll see how we go. Hopefully I can edit it into something good. Okay. I get so nervous when I do takes at home by myself. I feel like sweaty hands because it's like, well, don't stuff it up. It's kind of maybe turned out a little more successful than I thought. Could have gone complete. Sometimes it might take me 2 hours to get like that chord progression, even though it's a pretty simple one. I don't know. Just sometimes it just doesn't click in that way. I'm thinking some 12 string. Just going to come in on the other things, on the choruses. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. That was alright. Wow, an hour 47. Cool. So my regular camera just died. Just gave it a little cleanup and a little mixy together for about 10 minutes. Just to, just so when I open it up again in a couple of months' time, it's somewhat inspiring to listen to and not like a mess of sound. And I can kind of understand where I was coming from when I wrote it. Anyway, maybe let's listen to this together if you want. Yeah, thanks for being with me on the journey. Let's have a play. You have a play and a listen. You tell me what you think. It held something close now. We don't need to know it. It's so getting later. Am I not what you see? Am I not where you're at? Yeah. Wishing it was longer. Hope that we alone it. It's not living later. Am I not where you see? Am I not who you are? Yeah. Am I not where you see it going? Yours wishing it was longer. Leave you where you were now. Leave it something closer. Am I not where you see? Am I not where you're at? Yeah. We left never later. We left overnight. I left anyone here. Am I not what you see? Am I not where you're at? Yeah. Am I not where you go to feel Is it just something like that? Cool. That's it. Yeah, it was interesting. Thanks for going on this little journey with me. If you did, maybe you skipped through and just saw the development as it went. I don't think I'm looking forward to editing this together, but wish me luck. Thank you. I'll see you next time.